Hello and welcome to the newsroom. Here are the stories we're following at this time. The Department of State Services DSS has confirmed the arrest of two gunmen in Kano State for allegedly transporting arms for a planned attack in a northern state. According to a statement on Thursday by the DSS Public Relations Officer Peter Afinaya, the suspects were in possession of two AK-47 assault rifles, two empty AK-47 magazines, a red Boxer motorcycle, and a sack of yams in which the guns were concealed. It said the development underscores the need for citizens to be extra vigilant and report any unusual or suspicious movements, persons, or acts to security agencies nearest to them. The National Commissioner and Chairman of Voter Education of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Festus Okoye, has condemned the action of the resident Electoral Commission of Adamawa State, Hudu Ari, labeling it as an aberration. Speaking with newsmen on Friday, Okoye said Ari's action is in isolation from what other resident electoral commissioners of INEC have been doing in other states of the country. Meanwhile, INEC has suspended Ari over his controversial announcement of the supplementary governorship election results in Adamawa State when collation was not yet concluded. A non-governmental organization under the aegis of We the People has thwarted the rush by oil companies to divest their offshore oil and gas assets, describing it as a criminal flight to abdicate responsibility for several years of poisoning the environment and the people. The executive director of the group, Ken Henshaw, claimed that the oil companies were selling their assets because of the growing anxiety over demands for justice and accountability. He therefore called on the federal government to place an embargo on divestment, as well as produce a framework and guide for how oil companies disengage from the areas where they have operated. At least two Chinese women who joined historic white paper demonstrations in Beijing calling for an end to COVID-19 curbs were released on Wednesday after almost 4 months in detention. The protests, unprecedented in President Xi Jinping's decade in power, began in late November in cities across China. Many were only held for 24 hours or less or were released after a few weeks. In business, the Poultry Association of Nigeria's Southwest Zone has appealed to the federal government, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and other developmental agencies to save the industry from total collapse. The Southwest Chairman, Oluleya Gideon, made the plea at a joint news conference in Ibadan, saying that the recent new Naira redesign and other government programs had adversely affected his members. Gideon said that the CBN's policy had also brought about untold hardship to the farmers and the investments to the tune of several billions of naira. The United Kingdom Deputy Prime Minister Dominic Raab has resigned. Less than 24 hours after a report was submitted into bullying allegations, Raab, who also quit as Justice Secretary, sent in a resignation letter saying he felt duty-bound to accept the outcome of the inquiry into the allegations. In the letter to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, Raab said he would remain supportive of the government. Tottenham Hotspur's Managing Director of Football Fabio Paratici resigned on Friday after losing an appeal against a 13-month worldwide ban. Paratici was handed the suspension by the Italian Football Federation in January after his former club Juventus were found guilty of false accounting. However, FIFA last month extended the scope of the ban to having worldwide effect following a request from the Italian Federation. On Thursday, Paratici's appeal was dismissed by Italy's highest sports court. And that's it from the newsroom. Do join us at the top of the hour for more stories. I am Folashade Ogurinde. Bye for now.